Hey guys, it's Kaylee. I am on here today because it's been a little while since I have done a thrift haul, and I figured you guys would want to see some of the items that I've been picking up lately. I will actually be filming several thrift hauls today, so stay tuned and make sure you're subscribed and hit the notification bell. That way you get notified for the rest of today's thrift haul videos. Let's get into it. If you're new here, hi, my name is Kaylee. I'm an online reseller. I find used clothing at thrift stores and I flip them online for a profit. My channel is about teaching other people to resell and make money online. All the links that I mentioned in the video are down below in the description. You can click on the link tree down below and it will pop up my eBay and Poshmark closet if you're interested in viewing. Drop a comment down below if you have any questions or you just want to say hi. You can also send me a message over on Instagram. If you like this reseller content, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you get notified when I make new videos. Let's jump into today's video. Normally I pan over and have these in order, but today I'm just going to be grabbing and showing. I'm getting ready to photograph these. Some of the hangers might be a little glossy because I just steamed some of these front items because they were very, very wrinkled. All right, so this first one is a dress by the brand Altered State. This is a size large, which is a pretty good brand to find. This brand is sold at Anthropologie. I'm not sure if this dress is or not, but it doesn't matter because people know this brand and the style of this is really on trend. I know that we are coming into some colder weather, but I still wanted to pick this up. I'm going to get it listed quickly because this kind of tiered, gauzy, even the color white with a little bow in front, again, just super on trend. And for that reason, I picked it up. Next is another dress. This one could transition more to fall. This is a dress by the brand Philosophy. And I don't know if you can read here, but it is a tinsel lyocell, and in chambray or chambray, however you pronounce it, materials when it's made out of all tinsel. I always put that in the title because some people are looking for that. It is a really soft and lightweight fabric. So chambray is when the material looks like denim, but it's actually not denim. It's very lightweight and just has that denim look. You can't go wrong with chambray dresses, especially when they are full button and they have the roll tab sleeve, meaning you can roll this up and then button to make it a 3/4 length instead of a long sleeve. Again, these are great. I pick up these almost any time of the year, but they're really great during the fall season because you can really transition a lot of your outfits using this. You could even wear it open as like a jacket, kind of like a cardigan style. Next is this shirt by a brand that I have only picked up a couple times, but I don't know what made me look it up at first, because if you feel this, it feels nice, but it doesn't seem like anything special. But I think the reason I looked it up when I first came across it was because this says Hanro of Switzerland. And typically when things directly put on the brand label the countries that they're from, usually that's a good indicator of quality. So if you look up this brand Hanro, even their t-shirts are doing pretty well. I think I should get about 25 or 30 for this one, and it's just a plain gray. I mean, it has a little bit more detail here where the v-neck is and a little bit of pleating on the back, but very, very little. And mostly this brand just sells really comfortable, lightweight, good quality material basics. This would be really good for a minimalist closet or even a capsule wardrobe. Next is this shirt by Fabletics. And luckily for me, this one still has the tag on it. Usually these and Lululemon almost always have the tag ripped out. Size large, which is a good size. I was able to look up the style number on here. By the way, I do plan on doing a video soon on how to look up style numbers for several different brands, so stay tuned for that. This is just a long sleeve athletic shirt. Really nice pale pink color, And I don't know if you can tell, but the texture right here is like that waffle knit. And that also goes to the back panel, which has the ruching detail here in the back. I can't remember what the style name of this was, but I can put it somewhere here on the screen. Next is this sweater by Free People. I actually picked this up at a consignment store sale. This is an asymmetric button wool blend. I think it might even have alpaca in it. Free People sweater. This is a size small. It's got some really interesting details. It really gives me that login look vibe, where it's really raw looking. A lot of them have that asymmetric. I mean, the colors aren't really login look, but I think I'm still going to put that in the title just because it does give me those vibes, and I think a person looking for that style would like something like this. I'll probably also put artsy in the title. I tried to look up the style number on this one, but the tag that had the style number on it on the inside is not there. So I'm just going to have to make this one up. Next is a jacket I was very happy to find. I also got this from the consignment shop. This is by Lululemon, and this one also has the tag, which, like I said, is almost never. I did try to look up style on this, but I can't actually find the size dot on this. I don't know where it's at. This is a size 2, but the reason I wanted to find the actual size dot is because I just learned from someone on Instagram, I can't remember who it was, but on the perimeter of that size dot, sometimes there are style numbers, and you can look those up to find the exact style instead of having to search all over Lulu Fanatics, which is something I kind of stopped doing because it was just taking too long. I've looked everywhere. I've looked on the hem, I've looked under here, I've looked in some of the seams. Maybe it's in the pocket that I forgot to check. I don't see it in the pocket either. So I'm not sure where the size dot is on this. Thank goodness it had the tag on the inside, but this is a really nice lightweight windbreaker jacket. It's got kind of the palest of peach color, almost like an ivory, but a tint of peach. It has some perforation throughout. Got the logo back here, and it also has that roll away hood, meaning you can roll this up and zip it to tuck away your hood. I'm not sure what I'm going to list this for. I need to try and do more research on the style because this particular style might be worth quite a bit, but off the top of my head, if I can't figure out the style, I'll at least ask $40 for it, hopefully more, but we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I'm glad that I actually took the time to look up the style name of this jacket. It did take me quite a bit of time to figure out what this was. I actually ended up seeing an already sold listing on Tradesy on Google Images that was for a new tags item, and what I did is I went to that original listing, found the tag that was attached to it, the new tag, and I actually was able to see the style name on that tag. So it took quite a bit of research, but I'm glad that I did end up finding it. It was called the Lululemon Back Packet Jacket. It's actually a packable windbreaker jacket that turns into a backpack. And I'm glad that I did find this because it turns out to be a very, very rare, no longer sold jacket, and there's one listed on Poshmark for $160, and I saw some on eBay going for over $100 as well. I think mine is a more rare color. I'm probably going to list that somewhere between $100 and $150. I haven't quite decided yet. Next is a sweater by the brand Eileen Fisher. Size medium, and you can kind of see how lightweight it is. You can see me through here. This is a merino wool sweater. It's a really pretty blue, and it's a tunic length. Really modern style. These usually do pretty well for me. I don't know exactly what I'm going to list it for, but I'm thinking probably $30 to $35. Next is this sweater by the brand Everlane. This is actually the first time I've ever found this brand, and it was at the consignment shop, so I don't think it really counts. I want to find one in the wild out at the thrift store, but I'll take it. So This is a size small, and this is a boat neck, black and gray striped, very minimalist sweater top. It's also got the side slits. You can just feel the thickness of this sweater. It's just, you can always tell Everlane is quality. This brand makes a lot of pieces that I would consider minimalist and also for capsule wardrobe, and people buy this brand because it's going to last a long time. Next is a shirt by Harley Davidson. This is a women's size large. And it's kind of what I can tell a little bit of an older style. I say that because it's a long sleeve and the edges have this kind of ruffled piping hem, which to me is an older style, but I could be wrong about that. But it has the red, white, and blue flag bird on it, and you got the logo, and then a little bit of branding on the back as well. This is one of my favorite brands to find because some of the pieces can be really rare, and actually some of my best flips have been from this brand. It is Rule number 925. This is a women's size small. It's almost, I guess, a crop length denim jacket. We've got the sleeves rolled just for styling, but it is full length sleeves. It's got a little bit of that wash wear right here. Thank God, I thought for a second the button was missing, so I'll have to button that up before we photograph it. But I almost always pick up this brand when I come across it, especially when it's in a more substantial piece like jeans or a denim jacket. Here's a piece you can't go wrong with. This is a sweater by J. Crew. Size large, which is a good size. This is a neutral color tan. It's a tunic length and it's got front pockets here and here. Check this thing all over for holes. This is merino wool blended with alpaca, and it is so soft. It's got side slits. So this is just kind of a classic piece that I pick up every fall and winter season, and this should flip really, really quickly. When you do come across any of these, what I would consider colder weather materials like wool, especially merino wool, cashmere, and alpaca, you really, really want to like quadruple check that there aren't holes. Here's a brand that most of us probably don't pick up a lot. The brand is Maurice's, size large. So there's a couple reasons I picked this up. One is I've been picking the brand Maurice's up at my local bins. I haven't done a video on that, but if you check my Instagram, one of the Goodwills around me switched to a buy the bag instead of buy the pound. But I just saw on Facebook today the people of the town were upset, so they're actually switching back to a regular Goodwill retail, which I was kind of upset about because I started experimenting picking up some lower end brands, but I was getting them for $1 or less, and I started experimenting with Maurice's and the brand Cato, and I've been doing really well with them, so it's making me second guess some of the brands that I'm picking up. I did a little bit of research on this one, but since I have been finding some good comps in this brand, I decided to pick it up. I got it pretty inexpensively, and this is just super on trend for this fall season and this winter season. So it is a Sherpa lined, but it also has these Sherpa details throughout, which again, I've watched a couple of videos on some upcoming styles and trends, and this is mentioned quite a bit. And I really like the color scheme of the plaid. Can't go wrong with plaid. It is a full button and it has pockets. And then more plain on the back. It was also a size large. I've got to do more research on this one, but I think I'm going to price it up just because of the trendy style. I didn't see a lot that were specifically like this. So I still gotta decide what I'm gonna price it for, but don't pass up on things if they are super trendy, but they're a brand that you don't normally pick up. If they've got enough factors, they will sell. This next one is a moto / trucker style corduroy jacket by the brand Tommy Hilfiger. This is an older style, size large. This is a women's jacket. I did look up these jackets, and some of them are going for, I think, about the $40 range. So I went ahead and picked this up. This moto style is what seems to be always on trend. Corduroy's hit and miss, but I thought good brands, corduroy and full zip, and that moto / trucker style collar and style. So I decided to pick it up. This next one does not have a brand, but I can tell that it is vintage. It does have the size on here, but as we all know, vintage sizing usually runs a little bit smaller than today's sizing. So this does say it is a size 18, made in the US. It's got some shoulder pads. I don't know if it is a size 18. I've got to do some size chart comparisons to my measurements, but I couldn't pass this up. It's a long sleeve, full button dress. And it is this really cool, grungy plaid. I'm definitely going to be cross-listing this onto Depop. I think this will do really well on there. I've got to do some more comps, but I'm hoping to get some decent money for this, strictly off of style. Can't you just see somebody wearing combat boots with this? I think it'd be really cute. Another dress. This is by the brand Bisou, which is actually Bisou, but this is like their denim line. Size large. It's not denim, but it has that retro style look with that piping that kind of creates shape on the body. This is a knit dress, and it is more of a midi length, I would say. It's got side slits. This just looked like something expensive back then, and for that reason I wanted to pick it up. I think it'll be really trendy. It's giving me kind of mod vibes. I'm gonna have to look up that term and make sure I'm using it properly, but I think that'll be a keyword that I use in this. It's also got little buckle details here, and it's in really great condition. This is a North Face women's hoodie. I've kind of been steering away from the North Face hoodies. I usually try to stick to like zip jackets because I think the brand has gone downhill as far as hoodies. But the reason I took a chance on this one is because it is quilted. It's in really excellent condition. It is a purple. It's got the funnel neck hoodie. It is a women's size small. Kangaroo pocket in the front. Actually, that doesn't go all the way through. I think that's still considered a kangaroo though, but it's got front pockets. I actually looked up the style name of this and did comps based on the style name, and these are doing really well. So definitely glad that I took a chance and picked this up. I did not have enough signal at the thrift store to Google search the style name while I was in there, so I really took a chance with it being a quilted, more unique style. This is a top by Halogen. I also did not get the chance to do comps on this specific style. This is a Halogen size extra large, which is a good size. Halogen is a brand that for me in the past does not do very well, but this had a lot going for it. So it's more of a, I guess, a tunic length office top. It's got this really beautiful draping throughout, and it's got these kind of cuffed sleeves, creating some shape on the arm. And then it's plaid, but the plaid is actually houndstooth in some of the panels. So I thought this was really on trend for fall, and I really just like the structure draping of this. So for that reason, I picked it up, and I'm hoping it's going to do pretty well. I think it's also going to photograph pretty well and be really interesting to the buyer. Next is this pair of men's jeans. This is by the brand Ariat or Ariat. This brand in denim does really well, but they're more well known for their boots. But I recently started picking up both men's and women's jeans by them. Now you always want to check the style name on the inside and do comps on that specific style name just to be sure. But really modern and on trend. It's got that thick stitching that I always look for. That's how I came across these jeans. So when you're going through the jeans section on the rack, if you don't want to go through everything, if you're looking for just some more modern styles, you can look for the side of the jeans having this thick stitching and then go from there. And that's what I do. Less expensive pair of jeans. These are just a women's American Eagle pair of jeans. These are called the High Rise Tom Girl. I have sold these a couple times. If I remember correctly, the High Rise Tom Girl style doesn't have a huge sell-through rate, if I'm remembering correctly. I might be wrong about that, but I gave it a chance one day because I had a super distressed pair of those, and ever since then, whenever I pick them up, they always sell for me. So I always just make sure to get the distressed style. Again, I could be wrong about that sell-through rate. I might be thinking of a different style, but nonetheless, women's American Eagle jeans that are super distressed do really well for me. They've even got distressing down on the hem and throughout the back. So I think that these will do pretty well. I'll probably only get like 25 bucks for them, but for the amount I paid in the quick flip, it's totally worth it. Next is a pair of silver jeans. This is another brand of jeans that I used to pass on, mainly because every time I would look up the style name, there were just such wildly different comps on there. People would be selling them for 15 bucks and then there would be some for 60, and I just never knew what to do. And there are some odd sizing. They have very specific sizing. So the women's jeans are done with the waist and the inseam, kind of like how most men's jeans are sized. And I don't know, I was just coming across really thin waists but really long inseams, and I just wasn't picking them up. So I took a chance on one that I got really inexpensively, and it flipped really quickly for me. So ever since then, I have been back to picking these up. And for you guys, silver brand jeans might be a no-brainer, but like I said, it wasn't for me in the beginning. So pretty much now, anytime I come across silver jeans, I pick them up. For some reason, the thrift stores that I go to do not value these very high. I think this particular pair I got for $2.99. And for some reason, they just don't consider them a high-end jean brand, but online, some of these are going for, you know, $40 to $50, sometimes higher than that. So I mean, it's definitely worth picking them up if you're getting them super inexpensively. These ones are the Suki jeans, and they are a size, give me just a second. These are the Suki mid boots, and they're a waist 28, length 33. And that's kind of what I was talking about, where the waist is kind of small and the legs are really long. But they've been selling for me, so I've been picking them up. So if you get a chance to pick up silver jeans, even if they are in weird sizing, and your thrift store selling them pretty cheap, I say it's worth picking up. Next is a top by Michael Kors, which Michael by Michael Kors is a lower line in Michael Kors. This is a size 4, but I picked this up because I've never seen a shirt like this. This is like a logo all over of that. I don't know if you call it a coin or what it is, but it's the Michael Kors logo in gold, and it's all over this top. My rule for picking up Michael Kors is it either has to be really, really unique or new with tags, or heavily, heavily branded. If you've got something that has a very pronounced logo on it, it tends to sell. I think that people that buy Michael Kors want that flashy logo. So this screamed to me. This could have been a mistake, but I think it'll do pretty well. I've got to do more research on it, but I definitely picked it up because of the all over logo. This is by the brand Express, which in general is not a brand I'd recommend picking up. A size 10. Is that a 10? That's a 10. But some other stuff does do pretty well, and before I started reselling, Express was a brand that I liked shopping for. I mean, I still like shopping for it, but resale value I just don't think is there for most of the pieces. But certain styles can do well. I picked up this blazer because it's in excellent condition, and this has some really beautiful print. Really nice blue color, and we've got that geometric floral design throughout. Really modern, so for that reason I picked it up. Not sure what I'm gonna get out of this, but I couldn't say no because I just really like the print. I'll definitely get my money back, that's for sure. And last piece is another brand that I don't pick up often. The brand is Elle. This is a size medium, and it's a really nice, I mean, this thing feels like almost brand new. Duster length cardigan, or tunic length cardigan, whatever you want to call it. I just thought this was really on trend. It looks really chic, really classic. Could really dress this up and wear it to the office. It has black, an ivory, or maybe that's light gray color, and then this pale pink in some of it. And I don't know if you can tell, but it also has this sparkly, like metallic fabric throughout. Hopefully you can see that. So again, a lot of the times I'm picking things up just because they feel really quality and just for a lot of factors going on for it. So that is why I picked up this. It also has pockets on both sides, which for a girl you can't beat because we get screwed over on the pockets a lot. Usually they're fake. These ones have real pockets. Alright guys, so that is it for today's haul. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching. Like I said, I'm going to be filming several today and hopefully some more throughout the week. I know I haven't been really consistent on the thrift haul videos. Drop a comment down below. Let me know if you do like thrift haul videos on my channel. Usually I'm making pretty informative, data-driven information videos, I feel like. So drop a comment down below. Let me know if you do like the thrift haul videos. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.